The Sekhmet project began in 2017 to study the 11 statues of the Egyptian goddess that have been preserved in the Vatican Museums since the 19th century. Slowly, what began as a mere study of the statues became an international and multidisciplinary collaboration.
We
have been asked to collaborate with a very important excavation in Egypt that studies and recovers the largest funerary temple in ancient Egypt, in West Thebes, today's Luxor, so on the west bank of the river.
The Egyptian temple being studied was the funerary temple of the pharaoh Amenhotep III and held hundreds of statues of the goddess Sekhmet. 150 years after the construction of the temple, it was destroyed by an earthquake and practically became an open-air quarry, revealing hints of what the Egyptian workers endured for the creation of the pharaoh's temple.
All the statues of the goddess Sekhmet from this temple are diorite grade and are quarries away from the place where the temple was built, which is Luxor. Imagine the organization in the quarry extracting more than 300, 400, 500 blocks. We think that these blocks, for the most part, were cleared in the quarry because, if not, they were too heavy. Then they were transported on sleds to the river and then away on a boat.
The Sekhmet project has strikingly uncovered the advanced technologies and techniques used by Egyptians in 1300 BC. For Vatican Museums curator Alessia Amenta, the project represents an essential continued dialogue between scholars and objects with the public.
The diorite grade is one of the hardest stones in nature. We're talking about the 9th grade on the Mohs scale. Today we carve it with a diamond point, and think that in the Bronze Age, they were carved with extremely light, soft tools. Even today, the excavation technique of these statues also really escapes us. The museum can really be a research center, and it must be that. It is not just a place where objects are placed inside, on display cases, or in large rooms like this. They are living objects that can continue to tell so many stories that we can continually discover, investigate, and delve into.
Over 6 million tourists are welcomed into Vatican museums each year. For the collection of the Egyptian goddess statues, preservation and international collaboration will continue for the sake of being studied and appreciated by both travelers and scholars.